Welcome to our channel on Cloud 9. Remember those childhood days when we used to do Katti and Batti with our friends? Katti and then immediately Batti. Conflict and anger lasted for few hours. We stretched our hand out and moved on. But now, friendship that changes with situations are conditional. It could be based on some common interest, work, like or dislike. So when there are conditions in friendship, then it is bound to bring conflict and misery. But when friendship becomes our very nature, like a flower which blooms and spreads fragrance without discrimination, it's beautiful, right? We become unfriendly either due to lack of belongingness. In that case, friendship is superficial. It is undercovered with competition, jealousy, etc. We don't feel the part of their happiness and progress. Or it can be due to stress. When we start seeing people as objects and opportunities, what can I get from them? Then in that case, a lot of misunderstanding happens and we are left with only broken expectations and bitterness.
Whatever may be the reason, wisdom and time teaches us that events and emotions are all temporary. It's just a flare-up of the ego. But when love is the basis of friendship, then we're able to take a step back, regardless of the amount of conflict and misunderstanding, and that goes a long way. The foundation of that relationship only gets stronger if it's not just based on goody-goody things or, praises like we give on social media, but also the ability to give and take feedback or saying the truth, even if it's risking our relationship. So what is friendliness? Let's listen to this wonderful story of two friends who are very close to each other. One fine morning, they go on a trek. They're determined to climb right till the top. As they're walking up, they have different conversations and different things that they're sharing with each other. And before they realize, these conversations become an argument. And Sita is so angry with Gita about something that she just throws her mouth off, hurls all sorts of abuses at her. But Gita is just quiet, listening. She knows, okay, her friend is angry, but she's very hurt deep down. So she stops for a moment and in the mud, she writes, "My friend hurt me today." Sita, who's on top, sees that, oh, my friend has written this. She feels a little bad for a moment that, oh, I shouldn't have done this, but they somehow continue walking. After a certain point, Gita somehow slips and she starts slipping down even more. And Sita suddenly runs down and catches hold of her hand, and both of them get a good grip until they're stable, and then they sit down somewhere. Gita finds a small rock next to where they're sitting and she engraves in the rock, "My friend saved me today." Now Sita sees that also and she gets very curious. She says, "You know what, when I hurt you earlier, you wrote in the mud that my friend hurt me today. But when I saved you, you're writing it on stone. Why so?" So Gita says that I don't want to keep the hurt in my heart. And so I wrote it in mud because I know that the wind will blow away this mud someday. And I don't want to remember it either. But the fact that you saved me, I never want to erase that from my heart. And just like when you write in stone, it never gets erased. I wrote this in stone. Such a wonderful story, isn't it? So when friendliness is deep-rooted in our nature, then we don't get swayed by temporary events and negativities. In fact, we are able to move forward with a heart filled with compassion.
So when we cultivate friendliness, then we see all as equal, irrespective of their age, religion or status. We don't hold on to any judgment or grudges. उसने ऐसा क्यों किया? उसने ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. In fact, there is a full acceptance of limitations and imperfection. Even the hurt is very momentary. In friendship, we give generously and take help graciously. So no matter how long or distance we have been apart, the connection spark as soon as we bond. So when friendliness is our nature, then the heart feels and the vibe speaks. It's a valuable possession. Friends are like a precious gem which decorates and makes our life beautiful. So with this, we are very happy to end our 4th series on virtues with stories. So if you have missed any of the episode, do catch up and subscribe to our channel and help us spread these nuggets of wisdom to our friends and family. Stay tuned for the interesting series coming up. Sukhi Bhava.